Hi, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. In today's video tutorial, I thought I would create a Log Cabin LeMoyne Star using Electric Quilt. We'll get started by selecting Work on Block, and then for this one we're going to do a block, new block, patch draw block. And in this setting, you can see that there's both a pieced and an applique tab, and we're going to focus on the pieced tab. And in the precision toolbar for the grid, we're going to click on the drop-down box and select 8-pointed grid. Now I am going to turn off the graph paper because that would just be confusing. And for my log cabin, because I want a center square and 2 sets of logs, my dimensions need to change to have 6 divisions. So I'm going to change dimension 1 and 2 to 6. And then in the Piece tab, I'm going to select the Polydraw tool. Now in Pieced Patchwork, you click on one of the dots, which would be a snap point, and you draw the entire patch, and when you finish you double click to finish. Now I do like to turn on the Hide Show Autofill option so I know for sure when I have finished a patch. So I'm going to start single click, single click, single click, single click, and double click, and notice that it's filled in. And then I can continue to go around one of these star points again with 3 single clicks, and then that 4th click, which is the same as the first click, is a double click. And once I've got one patch done, or one round done, I'm going to go ahead and do the next round. And then I'm going to do the center. And so I have one of the points done. Now I can decide, do I want the large strips to be on the outside or the inside? And I'm going to change that. Right now they're on the inside of the 8-pointed star. I'm going to pick all of them, and I can do that by dragging a box over it and with the pick tool, and now I can rotate 4 times. And now my long patches are the outer 2 patches. So I can do that, and now I can use the clone, and I can rotate once and move in place. Now the second set is still selected, so I can clone that, rotate once, move in place. And I can continue till I have all of the patches done. Now if I want to be really quick, I've got 4 of them done. I still have the pick tool, but I'm going to drag a box over everything, and I'm going to clone, and I'm going to rotate it 4 times and move that in place. And now I've completed all of my star points. Now I can just put plain patches in the corners and in the quarter square triangles, or I could create a log cabin block there as well. So if I'm going to create one, I'm going to basically follow that same principle, 3 single clicks and a double click to start. And once I have those done, again I can use the pick tool, and I'm just going to scroll up just a bit to make sure I can pick just that corner. and I can clone and rotate that one twice. Clone, rotate twice, move in place, clone, rotate twice. I'm going to scroll down there, move in place. And so now the only thing I have left are those quarter square triangles. And again, I can follow that same concept with just cutting off the those edge pieces there. Now for this one, I cannot drag a box, so I'm going to need to select each of my items with the pick tool. I'm going to zoom in, and with the shift key down and the pick tool selected, I am going to select each of my patches here, and I'm going to do a Control C, Control V. And I am going to zoom out, and that I still have them selected, right? So I can rotate and move in place, and I'm going to clone, rotate twice, move in place, clone, rotate twice, and move in place. And so I am ready to color now. And once I'm done, I can add this to the sketchbook. Now I can print this out, and I can use any size I want for that. So let me show you a quick another way to do this block using one of the predefined layouts. So I'm going to go to the library, and I'm going to go to the layout library. I am going to select Basics by Style, Stars, and I'm going to take the first item and I'm going to add that to my sketchbook, and I'm going to close. And then I'm going to go to the libraries, and I'm going to go to the block library, and I'm going to search by note card, and I'm going to search for Log Cabin. And I am going to scroll over until I can find a log cabin with 2 sets of logs going around it, add it to the sketchbook, and close. Now when I view my sketchbook, I am going to select under the Quilts tab the last item, which is my LeMoyne Star layout, and I'm going to select Edit. And I'm going to delete that outer border, and my layout, I could change this to any size. So let's say I want to change that to 36 by 36, and I'm going to go to Layer 1. And I'm going to use my set block. I'm going to use my 3 log cabin, and I'm going to use the Control key and fill in all of the spaces. Now they're not all rotated correctly, so I'm going to just go ahead and use that Rotate key and rotate the blocks in the rotation that I want. And then I can color. So 2 ways to create LeMoyne stars with log cabin blocks. Thanks so much for watching. For additional tips and techniques, please subscribe to my weekly newsletter at www.onpointquilter.com.